Hello and welcome to Angela Mackenzie Singing. So how are we going to help your singing today? Well, this is the third day of looking at the beautiful iconic song Somewhere Over the Rainbow. And we've already looked at different keys to sing it in and looking for the one that's best for you. Yesterday we looked at that iconic octave leap that there is at the beginning of Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and today we're going to look at these beautiful long phrases and where to breathe. So when you first pick up a song, you will have a little bit of a sing through and get used to the feel of it, and then you need to start planning your breaths, because you need to, when you're practicing, you need to be practicing it with the breaths all in the same place, so that when you do get nervous, when you get up there and sing, the practice comes into your mind, and not just the words and not just the tune, but where you breathe as well, because you will get nervous and you will need every bit of breath you can get. So if we look at the beginning of Somewhere Over the Rainbow, so if I just, so Somewhere Over the Rainbow. So let's look at where the first breath would come. So it'd be somewhere over the rainbow. Now, because it's quite slow and you've got a nice long phrase coming up, I would say take a breath after that first bit. So somewhere over the rainbow, way up high. You could try it without, you could try doing that in one long phrase, but once you get nervous as well when you're performing, it's good to know that you've got this lovely place to have a breath and you're still going to get this beautiful feel to it. So I would suggest that for your first breath. And then, there's a land that I've heard of once in a lullaby. So you could try doing all that in one breath. There's a land that I've heard of once in a lullaby. I didn't quite get to the end there, so it wasn't as effective. So I would say that you would then take a breath. I put these are my little breath marks here, if you can just see. So I put a little breath mark there. Land that I've heard of, breath, once in a lullaby. So you can enjoy that long note coming after it. Now, more or less the same for the second verse. Then we've got up to, someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me. So you've got to decide whether or not you're going to do that in one breath or not. It would be good if you could, because you're going to take a few after that. But if not, I would suggest that you went, someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me. So if you noticed, I breathed after star. Now, this all seems kind of quite, ooh, do you really have to do this? Yes, you do, because you will run out of breath when you are nervous. And the practice of these breaths, like I was saying earlier on, are really important, because it's kind of like a comfort for you when you're singing it, because you know exactly where these breaths are going to be, because you've practiced and practiced and practiced them. And then at the very end, if happy little bluebirds fly, obvious breath mark, beyond the rainbow. I take a breath here so you can do a nice long phrase at the end. Why, oh, why? Now you might want one here if you're going to hold it on for a long time. Can't I? So that would be a lovely place. So just before why, oh, why, can't I, would be a place I put in at the end. So what I suggest you do, if you want to sing this song, have a little look through, maybe look at my ideas for breath, but maybe do your own as well and see how that feels. The longer phrase you can make a generally a good idea in a song like this, but you still need to get all those lovely phrases right, sounding beautiful right to the very end. So make sure you're breathing in the right place. And this is going to help your singing of Somewhere Over the Rainbow. And tomorrow we're going to look at another little tip that will really help, particularly in this song. It's to do with vowels. I'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to share this with everybody. See you tomorrow.